Hey guys, so I've just got a handful of ingredients here which I'm going to turn into multiple budget meals. So I've got some chili tofu marked down, some Thai tofu marked down. I bought 2 kilos of chicken wings for about $8.50, but I've put most of them in the freezer already. So I'll be using some of that, and a whole head of cauliflower for $3. And this cauliflower is massive. It's about 1.5, 1.6 kilos. So I've got some of the tofu and the cauliflower. So that's the chili tofu, guys. That whole packet serves 2, so I've just split it in half. And then the Thai tofu, it came with 4 cubes in that packet. I've only used 1 because I'm having it in my rice bowl with the chili tofu and cauliflower as well. Guys, so I've just got literally a bowl of leftovers, some rice that I had left over from the previous day, some cauliflower, and then I pulled out one of the tiki masala canned tunas that Nettie recommended me. Absolutely delicious. I know this bowl isn't looking too flash hot, but I promise you the flavors are delicious. Give it a go. So guys, I made a really simple honey soy glazed chicken, sorry. So leftover rice, leftover cauliflower. I'm using up leftovers. I air fried the wings, and then I made a soy sauce, honey, a bit of garlic, mixed it all together, reduced it on the stove, and then tossed in my air fried chicken. So that will be served with rice, and that's pretty much it. So guys, I'm using up leftovers again. I've got some rice, some cauliflower, some of that leftover Thai tofu that I cooked up, and then a sunny side egg, which I poured a little bit of Chinese vinegar on top with a bit of soy sauce, and that's pretty much it. I might add a bit of sriracha on later on. We'll see how I go. Guys, trying to use up the rest of my ingredients. I grabbed some udon noodles from the freezer I purchased in Costco. Excuse the noise in the background, that's my washing machine. I'm going to be cooking for 2 tonight, so that's why I've got 2 serves of noodles, some leftover cauliflower, some frozen green beans, a little bit of leftover XO mushroom sauce. I'm probably going to mix that with some soya sauce or some oyster sauce as well, we'll see. And then I'll be using this marked down roast chicken breast. It's already been deboned, so I just gotta cut it up into chunks. I'll put the meal together and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I decided to change my sauce, so now I'm mixing in soy sauce and peanut butter instead. So guys, I've got that roast chicken, some udon noodles. Instead of using the XO mushroom sauce and soy sauce, I actually mixed in some honey, peanut butter and soy sauce and dressed my noodles in that with my cauliflower and green beans. So I needed a quick, easy dinner, so I boiled my rana porcini ravioli, and then my sauce was the tomato passata, but you could use a butter sauce instead if you like. Another quick meal, I used instant pho and some leftover tofu, so boiled some water and just added it on top, and it was a quick, easy meal. Hey guys, so I'm going to make a very quick budget dinner. So I got 1 bird's eye chili, 3 small cloves of garlic, a quarter of a small onion, some fettuccine pasta that's already been opened, so I'm going to try and use it up. I actually bought spaghetti for this meal, but since this was opened, I'm just going to use that first. And I've got some leftover passata sauce, so I'm going to throw everything together and I'll show you what it looks like. I've also got my pasta boiling in a separate pot whilst I'm making the sauce as well. And this is the finished product. This is one of those meals that tastes a lot better than it looks, so I would definitely be making this one again. So I had some leftover pasta the next day because I made a huge pot, so I thought I'll jazz it up a little and change the meal. So I used the exact same pasta, added a little bit of extra passata and some spicy tuna as well. Guys, I'm using leftovers to make dinner, so I've got 1 medium onion which I diced, and then 1 really small onion which I sliced. There's no technicality to this, I just like the texture change. Got some lamb mince which I got marked down from $7.50 to $4.50. Coles brand spiral pasta, 90 cents. Some leftover muddy passata, If I don't have enough tomato, I might either open up a new jar or use some canned tomatoes. We'll see. Hopefully that's enough. And then I've got some thickened cream left over in the freezer that I freezed ages ago. So I'm going to use that up as well. I thought I'll bulk up the meal with some veggies, so I just shredded some carrot to add in. And I'm just starting to cook down the meat with the veggies. Seasoning wise, I'll be using salt and some thyme leaves. This is probably a lot thinner than what I would expect, but it did end up reducing down. And if I were to make this again, I think I would add in some tomato paste as well. In the next meal, my partner wanted to try this beef ravioli from the Coles brand, and surprisingly, it was nicer than I expected. So I probably will be buying this again, but I will be trying a different flavor. So I've just got some water boiling. I'm going to cook the ravioli and then strain it and do a really simple tomatoey pasta-y sauce. So I'll just be using the muddy passata. Alternatively, I think next time I will bulk it up with some more veggies. So maybe cut some zucchini to add in or eggplant. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. Overall, I actually enjoyed this ravioli. So yeah, definitely will be on the meal list for next time as well. Guys, I've got lots of leftover bits and pieces. I've got 2 sad carrots, half an onion, a quarter of a cauliflower, and some potatoes I had in my fridge from one of my other grocery hauls. So I'm going to quickly throw together a meal to use up my leftovers, and I'll show you guys what I end up with. Guys, I've chopped up some carrots, probably about 2 medium to large size carrots, 5 quite large potatoes, half a small onion, and if you watch my channel regularly, you would know I always use this for my Japanese curry. It's a golden curry mix, absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do is boil my veggies in the pot and then add in my stock cube, or my golden curry cube, and then I'm also going to add in a few other things which I'll show you guys shortly. I've just tossed all the veggies in the pot to boil, and then I will add in the cauliflower a little bit towards the end, and then to finish off I'll add in the Japanese curry cubes. Here's all of the cauliflower that I will be using, and this is like a 1-pot dish, guys. After I boil all my veggies, I'm not even going to strain it. I'm just going to chuck in these cubes and let it cook all together. I've just added my cauliflower and frozen green beans to the mix. Green peas, sorry guys. So I know it looks a little packed, but once everything cooks down and then I add my curry cubes in, it will look really, really delicious, and I'll show you guys when we get to that stage. Those who aren't familiar or are new to my channel, this is the golden curry mix I use for my Japanese curries, and it comes in these condensed stock cubes, or I like to call them stock cubes, but it's essentially the curry cubes. You mix it in with your water and then it slowly thins out. If you want it a bit more thick, then add less water and use more cubes. I believe this golden curry packet is vegan, so you can serve this on top of rice, noodles, or have it plain with loads of veggies like myself. This is the finished product. I've got 5 veggies in here, so I've got carrots, potatoes, onions, cauliflower and green peas. I'm probably just going to have it as is because it's pretty filling because I've got so much veggies in here. But you could easily serve this on top of some rice or even udon noodles or ramen noodles, your noodles of choice, whatever you like. But just to increase my veggie intake, I'm just going to have it as is.